India has just lost back-to-back test series for the first time in such a long time under Gautam Gambhir. India lost against Sri Lanka in the one day under Gautam Gambhir. And now India have lost the one day series under Gautam Gambhir, but everything is overshadowed because Virat Kohli scored two centuries and 195. Did not get the century. So I have Susmit Majumder, who is the biggest fan of Virat Kohli. He never gives any galis to Virat Kohli. So, Susmit, what are your thoughts on the recently concluded one day series?
I think amazing performance from Gautam Gambhir to demolish India's winning side to become a Lallu side. Only Gigi can do what he has
Well,
done.
what do you have to say? I mean, when 2024 KKR won the IPL, Gautam Gambhir got back from he was given the full lath in the pacha by the LSG, and he moved all the way from Lucknow to Kolkata, and he became the mentor. Record buy in the IPL, and somehow they end up winning just because Mitchell Stark decided I will just bowl two good spells in the semi-final and in the final. That's it. Now, then automatically turned into the Indian cricket team head coach. Now, when that itself happened, did you feel that Gautam Gambhir is going to do such a great job?
So I think I knew one thing would happen. Either it would be next level or it would go down the drain. So it was either of the two options which might have happened, and he proved me completely right by going for the option which I never wanted, or we rather never wanted.
Now, when you combine that with Ajit Agarkar, one of the country's greatest ever all-rounders ever created in the history of mankind, in the history of cricket, as the chief selector, they won the Champions Trophy. But I think that was a very, very beautifully orchestrated win, right? Because India never had to travel to all the different countries. They played their entire games in Dubai and
Yes.
there itself. Now, same thing is happening for the T20 World Cup. Hopefully, they will figure out something for the 220 to 27 World Cup in USA also. Uh, Team selection completely shit. When you look at Harshit Rana playing all the formats and not Arshdeep Singh, what do you even have words to describe what's going on?
I just want to know, where is Mohammad Shami? That's the biggest question. A player of Mohammad Shami's caliber is out of the side, and the players which we have got is Prashit Krishna and Harshit. This is the day wanted to live for, to see these legends come into ball. But I'm not surprised because Ajit Agarkar found you know, the person to lead Indian team. So the shitty bowling which he did, he knew whom to select to match his level of cricket. And when you talk about him being the all-rounder, yes, he's an all-rounder because he doesn't know how to bat and doesn't know how to bowl. So he's a proper all-rounder, which
Now,
nobody
just
needs.
because now just because Harshit Rana has scored a 50 on a losing cause, people are like, "Oh my God, look! What a selection! What a selection! What a selection!" But we know the truth of how
The truth
consistent.
is he's consistently bad. And that is what everybody is happy about. And one good performance, and people are right there to take the credit. But nobody's looking at the way he's consistently bowling bad. That is also some level of consistency needed.
Now, I was
And
reminded
the
of
worst,
this.
yeah.
Ah, yeah. Tell me the worst
And the
part.
worst part is IPL would be starting after the World Cup. And we'll have to watch this guy ball for KKR. That's the worst.
No, Rinku Singh also got pretty amazing 50 in the recently concluded T20 matches as well. So good to see Rinku Singh back in form. Another KKR guy doing really good. Uh, Now, I was reminded of this 2005, 2006 days just before Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli and all these people came in, or even Yuvraj Singh. Yuvraj Singh was there, but for injury concerns and all. Even before Suresh Raina and Ravindra Jadeja also came in, that time I remember there were two very important players who were there. One was Venugopal Rao. Second was Jay Prakash Yadav, JP Yadav. And then there was this Joginda Sharma who got a chance to play in the T20 World Cup. Now, when you look at the Indian team set up like that, do you feel that now, with probably the world's biggest population and the biggest cricketing board in the whole globe, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Harshit Rana, Prasidh Krishna, I mean, I don't see any backup of a Hardik Pandya or a Jasprit Bumrah. Siraj is the workhorse. I mean, what? No, even when we look at it from a serious note, do you seriously feel that India is ready for the T20 World Cup?
I think if you talk about the T20 World Cup, I think they are more than ready. They've got very good side. They have got Abhishek Sharma, who's doing amazing job. But at the same time, if you look at the way India is playing, they're too much dependent on Abhishek Sharma. That is also a thing. Yeah, having said that, all the players are chipping in. So T20, I would still say, unless and until Gautam Gambhir comes up with something very dangerous, which is a high possibility, because in Champions Trophy, we all know that Rohit Sharma was there, and you everybody knows how Rohit Sharma is. He will never, listen to the coach, because for him the country is most important. He'll back his strategy, he'll back his the ideas which comes into him, and he showcases that in the field as well, leading from the front. He'll If he wants aggressive cricket, he'll start charging the bowlers right from ball one. So that one was there. But with Surya Kumar Yadav, he's sort of a puppet of Gambhir, you can say. That's the reason he's the captain, obviously. But having said that, I feel T20 India is pretty much sorted. There is no place where you can say, yeah, this had to be like this, because the team is almost perfect. I think they've got all the bases covered. But if you talk about the one day, I feel if Gambhir is there, then India doesn't have any chance, because he's consistently selecting the players who are shit. So that is the problem. You have to go for players who are actually good enough, and you have to create the right backups. The backups which you are creating are not even worth it. First of all, I don't even understand how Shubman Gill is the captain in one day. He's not even a good captain, honestly. A player who is not even performing himself that well, how can you expect, or who is not consistent, how can you expect the team to perform well? And they are still dependent on Rohit and Kohli. And Kohli, I mean, if you look at the last match, he played phenomenal, but he was only the one player who was playing. Everybody else was just gifting their wickets. So yeah, I feel it's not that good scene for one day, but I think T20 is pretty much sorted, I would say.
No, I mean, one day is a whole new game altogether. When we saw even the Australian teams, right? The teams that dominated, and Ricky Ponting won the 1999 World Cup, followed by 2003, 2007. They had that same core base, and they always had backup. We always knew that there was always behind every Brett Lee and Glenn McGrath, there was an Andy Pickle and Michael Kasprowicz. So they've always come up with world class bowlers, and I think that's the all world class all forms of players, and I think that's what differentiates the class. I mean, even they have the Sheffield uh, tournament in which is their test tournament down there in Australia. India have been performing really well in the under 19 World Cup, but something goes wrong in the international setup. But when you look at Australia right now, they're going to go through a humongous transition phase, and we saw what they did with India in the Border Gavaskar Trophy as well as against England in the Ashes. So that's my final question for you in this episode, Shushmit. What do you think differentiates Australian cricket and Indian cricket? How are Australians able to maintain that standard and keep churning performances after performances, especially in the World Cup, one day World Cup? Of course, test series as well. And then India, what is it that Indians need to do in order to make sure that we really ensure that we are able to hit the same 2023 like a World Cup performance for the 2027 World Cup also?
Uh, I think the most important thing is first to kick Vijay Agarkar and Gautam Gambhir out. That is the first and foremost thing which needs to be done. And then you bring in some good coach, the level of Rahul Dravid, or probably I would say bring back Ravi Shastri. That's what's needed. And then you start off selecting the right players. Very important. And you please tell whatever politicians game is happening, please tell them stay out of cricket. You do whatever you have to do, bringing the rupee high, worst possible phase. I don't want to go into that, but let's just keep cricket as cricket and not bring politics into it. Because Australia, they have been good because they have focused on cricket. They have focused on performances. They have not looked at. They have tried to build players. So if you see, they have gone for good youngsters coming in who can take the game forward, and obviously the players who can handle pressure. So I think this is something which is very important. India has to start focusing on Ranji or the domestic leagues which they are playing, not just focus on IPL. So you are selecting a player who is performing well in IPL for the test team. So I think that's epic selection planning. And anyone who is performing well in test is in the T20. I think, wow, what a selection. So Shubman Gill was in the in the T20 team just because he was playing good in test. And even he's also confused. I mean, what is the Sarfaraz Khan is scoring 150 after 150 and two bad performances and he's out. Now Motu is thinking just because of my weight, you are kicking me out. This is not right. How can you body shame a player who's consistently playing so good? Rituraj Gaikwad just scored a century and he's out of the team. He's thinking, am I the next Manoj Tiwari?
India has always come up with these surprises, especially in the one day side. And it was so nice of you to remind us of all those previous surprises as well. I think it just goes to show how big of a cricket fanatic Shushmit is. That's all that we have for today's episode. A lot of interesting things coming up. It's a phenomenal year, and the best part is for the first time in an entire year, we are coming up consistently, and Shushmit is there to join in these episodes with us. So big thank you, Shushmit, and we will see you all in the next episode.
Thank you.